Hi, Neil here from Camberley, and today we're outside Ravenscote School where they are planning a protest to get the pelican crossing that they really need. So today we're going to be interviewing a few parents. You can see behind me that they have inflatable pelicans and they've got a zebra crossing that's going to be going across the road as well. So it's actually quite busy here, a little bit exciting. Once again, I'm standing here with Louise Grainger. Hello, Louise.
Hello, Neil. You're right.
Every year, normally you're in a t-shirt. Now it's got colder. It's in the winter.
I know.
So, and here we are. So, explain to us what is happening today.
Today we are doing a little peaceful protest just to point out that we're still here, we're still making noises, and we still need a pelican crossing.
So, you don't think what the council has done is good enough?
No, it's like I said before, it's a step in the right direction. The electrics are in the road, but in actual fact, it's made things a little bit worse because the cars are slowing down to take the speed table, and the kids think that they can cross now because they've seen work's been done, and they go to step out because the cars are slowing down, and in actual fact, they're not stopping. They keep going.
So potentially, you could have an accident quite easily.
Yes, even more so,
Even more so. And of course, when the kids cross this road, it's not just one or two, is it? There's like, I've seen 20 kids, they just go straight across the road.
Also, the openings have been made wider, and while we've initially thought that's great, it does clear the bottleneck in the school, but even more kids come to the crossing at once, whereas before it was narrower.
Okay, just out of interest, how long have you been working at this to get this far?
14 months.
14 months. So hopefully, very, very soon we'll get some sort of resolution to this problem.
So. I've got got my t-shirt on. Break has got involved. They put a case study up, and they've been talking to me a fair bit and various interviews and stuff. So just keeping it known that we're still here.
You're still there.
Yeah.
You're still there.
And we've got lots of support today, as you can see.
Well, we've got parents, we've got kids, we've got some counsellors.
Yeah.
So explain. So obviously the children are here with the school's blessing to come and help you.
Yeah, it's all approved, authorised by the head teacher.
So great. So thank you very much, Louise.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you. Okay, I'm here with Graham Tupper, and you are the Liberal candidate.
Borough Councillor.
Borough Councillor, yes, Borough Councillor. And you're here supporting the crossing today. How do you feel about this?
Well, I have to say that I was extremely disappointed when Surrey County Council decided that they would take some action but only do half a job. It's good that they've provided the raised table here to slow traffic down, but what we need them is not just to slow down but to stop. And the only way to stop them is to provide a pedestrian crossing.
Yes.
And proper lights. It will need Felicia beacons. It doesn't need anything desperately expensive like traffic lights. There is a precedent already on Heatherside, outside Heatheridge School, which is also a bus route, exactly the same as this is. Also a busy road, exactly like this is. And that has a pedestrian crossing on the raised table with Felicia beacons, and it has solved the problem of the safety of our children outside Heatheridge School. Why can't Surrey County Council provide exactly the same thing outside Ravenscote School? They're claiming poverty, and yet they're wasting hundreds of thousands of pounds on vanity schemes like parking charges on common land, like at Chobham Common. All that money has been written off as a complete and utter waste. It should have been spent here. It should have been spent for the safety of our children, not on vanity projects.
Okay, thank you very much, Graham.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so we've grabbed a parent. Hello, Naomi.
Hello.
You're here supporting the crossing today.
I am indeed, yeah.
So I understand from Louise that it was your idea.
It was, yeah.
And
well, I did a bit of research about it and just thought, well, it can't hurt. I think, anything we can do to try and get this crossing in place is, it's worth a shot, is it not?
It is. Well, and I mean, it's the safety of the children, isn't it? At the end of the day, and then you can't put a price on that.
No, you can't. Definitely not. No, I mean, I've got 3 children. 2 of them cross this road every single day, and it scares the life out of me. So.
Okay. And with this road, how do you feel that the speed cushions and the speed bumps, have they actually worked?
No, I don't think it has. And actually, I think this has made more confusion because I drive down this road every single morning to drop my 2 off. And I actually see kind of children sort of like hesitating whether to step in, whether to not. Cars are like, oh, shall we slow down, shall we not? So I think it's actually caused more confusion, in all honesty.
Yeah. So in aspects, then basically we need a crossing.
We do, yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ravenscote needs a crossing.
100%, needs a crossing. I mean, Louise has done a fabulous job at fighting this now for a long time. And I think it really it needs to happen now. Like, you know, they need to take note and they need to put a crossing in place to keep our children safe.
Excellent, thank you very much.
More than welcome.
Thank you. There's absolutely loads of parents here today, and I bumped into Alastair Pinkerton. Okay, you are obviously a very busy person at this precise moment in time.
A little bit, yeah.
But being you're also a parent at this school.
I am.
Okay, so how do you feel that all this is going?
It's an amazing turnout today. It's really exciting. I first tweeted about this situation a couple of years ago when my son started coming to Ravenscote. Initially we had a crossing guard here, a lollipop person who was fantastic. They disappeared very quickly after my son joined, and now we have the daily battle to get across this road. So I walk my son down this pavement, and every day we have cars racing through this junction to try and get ahead, racing up from the roundabout that you can see behind me. So this is a really important initiative. It's just a shame it's taken so long to come about.
And the thing is, I mean, the average speed must be between 40 and 50 miles an hour down this road.
Yeah.
And when you think that the cars, they hit the speed bumps and then speed up, because is what drivers do, get to the other speed bump, it just seems to be a race. And when you have children crossing the road, and parents as well,
absolutely,
cross the road, it just seems to be ridiculous that this hasn't happened sooner.
Well, absolutely. Well, now we do have a speed bump. Up until a few months ago, this wasn't here at all, but in a sense, this has made it even worse.
Yeah.
Because it gives parents and children the confidence to walk out, but it doesn't stop the cars from crossing. So in a way, it actually increases the kind of conflict here. That's why we so desperately need to have a proper crossing.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Alastair.
You're very welcome.
Good luck for the next few months.
Thank you. I may need it.
Okay, the people this is all about, of course, is the pupils of the school, and we have some pupils. I'm going to have to get down a bit here. Hang on a minute. So, guys, come closer. Come closer. There we go. Right. So, tell us about the crossing. Is it important for you?
Yes.
Why is it important?
So that people can travel to school safely.
Okay, do you use this crossing a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nearly
every morning everyone's crossing.
Okay, now, how do you feel about the cars? And do they slow down? Do they speed up? Do they not care?
Some slow down, but some don't. Most don't.
Some people are really nice and they let us go, and then some people
just don't care.
Yeah, and they just go.
Some people let us go like halfway through and then honk at us.
Honk at you?
Yeah, well, that once happened to me.
So in other words, when you're on the crossing, they toot their horn to speed you up. I mean, you guys, you're quite old, aren't you, really? So, but there are younger ones as well who cross the road. The year threes. I mean, they're a lot younger, so they don't really know about crossing and things like that. So they just think, oh, it's a crossing, we're going to cross. So that's actually quite dangerous. So how do you feel about the whole crossing the road? Do you cross the road on your own? Do you wait until the cars stop, or do you just sort of think, oh, it's a crossing, we'll cross?
sometimes
I normally wait till the cars stop.
Same, yeah. So the reason I stop is so you know if they're going to stop or not.
Okay. Oh. There's supporters here, 2 cars tooting as we go by. So, okay. So thank you very much, guys. I think you've got to go back to school now, have you? Yeah.
Sad times.
Maybe. Some sad times, I know. But it's soon Christmas.
Yay!
Excellent.
4 weeks and 5 days until Christmas Day.
Oh, not that you're counting.
Pardon?
Not that you're counting. No. Okay.
Did you know why they're still celebrating Halloween? Because they're singing
More people honking again.
They're honking in support. They're honking in support of the crossing. It's such a good thing. Thank you very much, guys. I won't keep you any longer because I know you're already.
Once when I tried to cross, and someone just shouted at us.
So as you were physically crossing the road to get to school, they literally. What was don't say what they were shouting. Was it clear? Was it clean, or were they being really annoying?
Really annoying.
Really annoying. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. It's time for you to go back to school.
No.
So going through the crowd, I found this young man, Yannick.
Hello.
Hello. And now, this Pelican Crossing idea is all yours, isn't it?
Well, this pop-up
Yes.
zebra crossing is an idea that I had. I work for an organisation called the ETA, the Environmental Transport Association.
Yeah.
We're a charity that lobbies and campaigns for safer crossings for schools, and amongst other things. And unfortunately, this is not an isolated case. This school is one of hundreds, if not thousands, around the country facing the same challenge, trying to get a safe crossing. And this is the idea that led to the pop-up zebra crossings. It's an inflatable crossing that can be erected in less than 2 minutes, and it's great for protests like this.
It is. So, how many? I mean, do you drive around England just putting these up, or?
Well, we get emailed. We get emailed by parents, by schools themselves, by community groups, who often have been lobbying their council for months, if not years, for a safe crossing, and they're at the end of their tether. They don't know what to do. You know, in many cases, councils will only install a real crossing once a child or person's been killed. Sometimes it takes more than one person to be killed before it happens. So they're really at the end of their tether, and when we can, we like to come and help and put up the pop-up.
So what you're saying is basically someone has to die before a crossing will appear.
Yeah, in many cases, these appeals fall on deaf ears, and they say, well, it's too expensive, we just don't have the money. The fact is that a road death costs more than the cost of an installation of a zebra crossing, you know, and that is putting it in very blunt terms. But it's not a valid excuse.
It's not, and I mean the thing is, with the ratios, obviously there are a lot more kids who use these crossings than parents. So chances are one of those deaths would be a child.
Yeah.
So for a child to die just to make the crossing, I mean that's not very good at all.
No, it's perverse. It's absolutely perverse to insist on there being a crash before something like a zebra crossing is installed, and it's symptomatic of our attitude to road danger in across the board. Actually, it's not just schools that are suffering; it's people living in rural areas, in urban areas. Their lives are blighted by traffic speeds, by air pollution, and by the absence of safe crossings.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I will leave you to continue overseeing this event.
Thank you.
I've seen you. Okay. Thank you.